Hello there, welcome to Premier League Today, where we're looking back on Tuesday's 6 action-packed matches. Manchester City were looking to close the gap on leaders Liverpool to just a point with a win at Newcastle. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was aiming to become the first man ever to win his first 7 Premier League matches as Manchester United faced Burnley at Old Trafford. And Unai Emery's Arsenal needed a win at the Emirates to improve their top 4 chances on what was an emotional day for Neil Warnock and Cardiff City. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank and Steve Sidwell are here to analyse all the key incidents as well as preview this evening's game.
Before I had confidence that the team could do well, could stay up, but we have to perform like today, so everybody working for each other and the fans behind the team. So I think they appreciate that it's not easy, and they appreciate that these players, they care. So I think all together we can achieve what we want to achieve.
It was not our best night. We didn't make a good performance. We started with a goal, and that kind of situations happen, but we didn't take the rhythm of the game. It was slow. We lose the second balls. We were not aggressive enough, and that's why we could not win. They didn't do too much, and 2 shoots on target or 1 shoot in the penalty, but it was not a good performance.
So Pep Guardiola's team missing the opportunity to close that gap to a point. It is still 4, and of course Liverpool playing today at Anfield against Leicester have the opportunity to make it 7. What a result. Nobody saw that one coming.
No, definitely not me. We all know that Man City can go on a run of a lot of games without a defeat. You see Newcastle play in the weeks before this, and you think Man City is going to go over there and really, win easily. But Newcastle were very, very well organised. They played a 5-4-1, difficult to beat. And Man City, yes, they did score the first goal, but they were really sloppy. The things that they normally do really well, the simple things, they were struggling with yesterday. And I don't know if that's complacency or if it was because of they scored so early in the game. But normally Man City, they are very good at the simple things, and it didn't look good yesterday.
Clear this up, because this keeps getting asked. Have you ever played in games where you can score too early? Is that true? Because we heard it, even Pep Guardiola said it to me afterwards.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one, but considering it's Manchester City, how many times have you seen Man City score early and then they keep the pedal down and they just go and they're relentless and they want more and they want more? Yeah. You take, for instance, the League Cup semi-final against Burton. They didn't take the foot off the gas then. They just kept going and going and going. And I think complacency is the word there. They just seemed to take their foot off the gas. They sit back. They thought the chances were going to come, and they were going to take them as they have done throughout the season. But the simple things were just astray. And you ought to give fair credit to Newcastle for coming out with a victory.
Could they have been 2-0 up in the first half? Kevin De Bruyne was booked in the end.
Then he can start his run up and take the free kick.
Well, what I don't understand is, why does he have to wait? Why?
It's a directive. It's not actually in the rules, but it is a directive. If the referee tells you to wait, you have to wait.
Yeah,
James.
Okay, you have to wait, but he's slowing the game down in a way.
That's the referee's discretion, though, at the time, isn't it, Jim?
But at that time, it's not a really dangerous free kick. Nothing is kicking off. No. He can get the game going, and those kind of instances, those kind of quick thinking, those kind of movements from the strikers, that is what the beauty of the game is about, and he's stopping that a little bit, and that's a pity for me.
Where does this leave Manchester City now? Rank outsiders for you?
Yes, obviously now the boys well and truly in Liverpool's court. They got a great chance tonight to go 7 points clear, but you cannot write Man City off. If there's one team you can't, you've seen how they've performed this year, scoring at will, defending very well as well, but look at the following fixtures there, especially the short-term ones with Liverpool, with West Ham and Bournemouth and Leicester. And then you look at Man City, they have Arsenal, Everton and Chelsea. I mean, it gets tough after that. Obviously, then we come into the Champions League fold as well. So I'm hoping for the neutral we go toe-to-toe and it goes to the end of the wire.
I still think that Liverpool will have a blip somewhere. I do think that Man City can go off in 14 games unbeaten, you know. But it's going to be difficult for Man City to catch them.
Now, as you rightly say, there should be plenty of praise for Newcastle last night. In our Matchday Live studio, we had Newcastle's biggest name in the Premier League era, record Premier League goal scorer, and, well, he couldn't hide his Newcastle stripes when that penalty went in.
More pressure.
Come on.
Here we go.
Pressure's for tyres.
This is it, 2-1 for Newcastle and City.
We gave him no chance. That's why I was in the Premier League.
Get in!
Pressures for tyres. That's one of Shearer's finest one-liners. Now, 2 minutes, 33 seconds, Matt Ritchie had to wait for this penalty. You've been in this situation, Jim.
Yeah.
Well, how does it change your mindset?
I don't know if you have taken a lot of penalties, but to have to wait 2 minutes and a bit more, it's not good for the head. It is not good for that. When you go in and take the ball and you put it down and you can take it straight away, you have got straight away in your head, this is what I'm going to do, you know. But if you have to wait 2 minutes, a lot of things are going through your head and a lot of different things are going through your head. And you have to be single-minded when you take a penalty, or you take a long run up, or you have your favorite corner, or you look at the goalkeeper, but you cannot have two things in your mind. And well done to him, you know, he scores, and end of the day that's the most important bit. But it must have been hard for him, must have been very hard.
Well, I spoke to him after the game at St James's Park and asked him if that wait had changed his focus.
I was going to place the penalty, but the weight got the better of me, and I decided to smash it, and it was a good bad one, but it went in the net, so I'm happy.
How difficult is that to focus, though, after that such a long time?
Yeah, it's not ideal, obviously, but that was a situation, and luckily enough I dealt with it.
And how big a goal and win could that be in Newcastle's season? Yeah,
it's a massive. All 3 points in this league, as you know, is massive, and especially for us fighting down at the bottom. I don't think no one expected the result tonight, but as I said before, in the changing room we believe, and that's the main thing. And hopefully now we give all the fans hope, and we can have them behind us.
He was honest enough to say that he changed from placing to smashing.
Well, you've got to say full credit to him. You know, not only has he got the weight of himself and his teammates and manager, you've got the 50,000 in that stadium, the city, half of Liverpool, half of Merseyside's obviously on there as well. But full credit. And sometimes when you're in them situations, you just got to go with your gut and putting your foot through it. For me, you can't go wrong. As long as you hit the target, you can't go wrong. But we always like to see a bad good one.
What does that do for Newcastle, Steve?
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. It's just it's confidence first and foremost. Even if you just start creeping a place or two, just seeing a little bit of daylight from you and the teams below, and it just breeds confidence now. And obviously there's a possible signing coming through the door, which is even better. A fresh face coming into the dressing room, picks the dressing room up itself, picks individuals up, competition for places. But listen, don't get it wrong, what Rafa Benitez has done up there so far has been an absolute miracle.
That signing, Miguel Almiron, we're still waiting for confirmation. That actually came out before the game, the Paraguayan from Atlanta in America. He's just won the MLS over there. So that lifted the supporters even before a ball was kicked. It's never done on Tyneside. You've played in the North East. I mean, talk about... It's 14 years since Michael Owen signed, and that is still their club record signing until hopefully they get this fella over the line.
Yeah, it's a magnificent signing for the club if they get it over the line, and yeah, with that and the result and what happened obviously yesterday and how they won, it lifts people, it lifts the supporters, and hopefully they can get this through the line.
They have moved further away from the danger zone with that result. Would they be in that position if they didn't have this fella?
Oh, I dread to think, you know, what he done last season, the miracles. They finished 10th, was it? Top 10 finish last season, outstanding. You know, we all know his hands are tied with the restrictions of with what's going on from him above. with obviously the board, and that they're trying to sell the club. He's coming out with this, with his head held high. He's getting every ounce out of that squad. He knows what the capabilities that they've got, and he's getting every ounce out of them that you've seen last night, because in their shape, which Jimmy said there, defensively, off the ball, they were so compact, their distances were great, every one of them knows their roles, knows their jobs, and when they've got someone like Rondon up top as well, they've got every chance of scoring goals.
And ultimately, Jimmy, having been a manager, is that what it is all about sometimes, with the hand that you are given, getting absolutely everything out of each and every player?
Yeah, look, it was not exciting, it was not beautiful, but it was effective. And it was organised, and it was getting the best out of your team that you can get, and getting everybody to be 100% in that system that can win you the game. And that's what he done, and perfect, we cannot all play like Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea or Man City, because we don't have those kind of players at our in the squad. So we need to find a way that is successful for us, and he's done that. He's done that magnificently well.
Huge win and a big 24 hours for Newcastle United. To Old Trafford now, with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer looking to win his 7th consecutive Premier League match against Burnley.